So guys, the PDX by EMERBU has been showing up on Amazon for a while, but they didn't actually have it in stock until recently. Now it's in stock, it's shipping. It ships here from USA on Amazon. You're going to get it really fast. If you order off their website, it'll still ship from that same fulfillment center, and you should get it really fast there too, because Amazon is being really weird about where gel ball blasters are allowed to be shipped now, based on some legislation in different states where little kids ate gel beads, and of course, we have to protect them from themselves because their parents can't, or something along those lines. Anyway, that's enough of that. But we got the PDXs here, and you can see two color combinations, this kind of two-toned brown and that desert sand or khaki color, which is pretty cool. I do like the variation. And then we got the all black kind of standard too. They're going to come to you pretty much good to go. All you're going to have to do is put the buffer tube on, which is pretty simple. Now, hopefully, if you're buying this blaster, it's not your first blaster. You've got a little bit of experience with it. Otherwise, if it is your first blaster, I hope you just actually are willing to take some time to learn the nuances of blasters in general. And when you get into the better blasters, there tend to be more problems. They're a little more finicky. They're based so much on performance, like the size of the gel balls all of a sudden matters, where there can't be much variance, where they need to be very uniform. And so because of that, that's why I always recommend that you try a couple different types of branded, good quality hardened or ultra hard gel balls if you're going to be buying any type of what I would call a performance blaster, which in my eyes, that means, anything 250 FPS or higher. I'd say by USA standards, that's definitely a performance blaster. So, again, if this is your first purchase, make sure you spend some time trying a few different things and realizing that gel blasters in general are imperfect and are going to need a little bit of tweaking or perfecting to really get the best performance out of them. So enough of that. But anyway, you're going to get an 11.1 volt battery. These use that yellow Tamiya connection, I believe is what we say, that brand that makes RC stuff. So you're going to get your battery there. Your charger, of course, takes a couple hours to fully charge it. People ask that a lot. They do give you a couple bags of their hardened gels, and go ahead and try those, and they should work okay. But I do think that you'll get better results if you buy even, the better branded ones that I've recommended in the past. And of course, they give you safety glasses. Make sure you're wearing some to protect your eyes when you're playing with the gel blasters, right? You do get one little accessory here, a little thumb stop, hand stop, finger stop, whatever you want to call it. And this is an M-LOK handguard, and this comes with the M-LOK attachment. You'll just go ahead and you'd mount it on the bottom here. It even comes with the Allen wrench that you need. Battery lives in the buffer tube on this one. And you can see I already took the cap off. I'm not going to lie, getting the cap back on is not super easy. Even though it lines up, it's just hard to get it on there. Perfect. So I already had it off. That just twists on. Right? And then we've seen stocks like this on a lot of different blasters. Just line them up, push those triggers down, and then that lets you telescope it and adjust it. Right? So I'm going to set that there. This one's already got the battery in it. You see it comes in black. So you do get a little bit of blowback. Obviously you get priming. We can hear the priming. And you do get semi-automatic or automatic. This uses a Gen 8.5 gearbox. So similar to the gearbox that we see in the ARP9 from EMERBU. So you get semi-automatic, automatic. You've got an upgraded motor. You got metal gears inside there. Upgraded other components, metal inner barrel, upgraded spring, and then that 11.1 volt battery. So they've done all the basic stuff. So people ask me sometimes about well, what upgrades should I do? These are pretty much set up. I wouldn't start doing upgrades until things break, and then you're just going to replace those with better parts when you do that. All the basic stuff is here. Initially, if you wanted to do the spring, you could certainly go ahead and do the spring right away. Just to get a little more power out of it, go to like an M95 or maybe an M100 maximum. But as you can see here, you can't access the spring without opening it up. Not that that would be really hard, and I will probably do that in the future. But it shares a lot of similarities to the way the ARP9 is set up. However, this is made from a different brand. It's called, it starts with a W, called like Weedy, or I don't even know how it's pronounced, but it also goes by WD. And WD and then Tiangong, TG, who makes their ARP9, are made in the same facility, but they're kind of separate brands, but they're sort of related. So you do see similarities between WD and TG, and they both make a product that gives you a lot of blast or bang for your buck, right? You get all those upgrade parts in there and everything, and you're paying about $120, which is a really good deal for all the features that are built in here. All right, so we got the 2 color choices. And of course, we'll do some demos and we'll test the FPS on them. Eventually, I'm sure I'll do a video where I open one up. We look at the inside, we see what we can change. And again, initially, the only thing I do is I probably go to a spring upgrade. I mean, if I had to open the gearbox, then you could replace the O-rings as well. But if I don't have to open it for any other reason, then usually I'll just do the spring and go with that first. Comments, questions, post them below. Of course, like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, participate in those monthly giveaways, over $200 worth of custom blasters and accessories on my YouTube channel, and check back for those demo videos, and appreciate all your support.